Welcome to Pure Adrenaline Sports. My name's John. Along with me is my partner in crime, Sean. I'm a Mets fan. Sean's a Braves fan. So it's very disappointing that we have to watch the Phillies, who finished third in our division in the World Series. But welcome to the World Series. I expect a fun World Series. I'm still not sure. The game hasn't started yet. I'm still not sure who I'm rooting for. But Sean, welcome to the stream. It was your idea to stream, so hopefully we get some people in here tonight. But yeah, what do you think as a Braves fan? You guys get knocked out by the Phillies, but what are you thinking of the Phillies? And is there any way you could root for the Phillies against the Astros?
Basically, you can't win the World Series every year. Obviously, as a Braves fan, I was just happy to win the World Series. They won it the year I was born in '95. I wasn't old enough to enjoy it yet. And then to be able to finally enjoy it now, it was completely different. I was texting you during the whole game, and then you told me I'm not talking to you in the ninth inning when they were doing a clinching game,
Right.
and then you're like, I'm not talking to you, and I was like, why? You're like, just enjoy it, and it was enjoyable. I best thing ever is enjoying your team, watching them win the first World Championship in a long time, and after a lot of bad years, it was very needed. But see the Phillies winning, I'm not gonna be mad. Obviously, I want the Braves to win it, but I think all of America is still on. Nobody likes the Astros,
Mm-hmm.
so I think for that time being and a long time being, no one's gonna ever cheer for them, even if the whole team changed. Um, I think that what happened in what was it 2017 is going to affect them for a very long time. The coaches could have changed, the managers, all that. Players could have changed. I think there's 4 players that have been on the team since 2017. And even though that they've been on the team all these years and they've done their punishment, as you could say, I think no matter what happens, there's always going to be that concern. Who am I rooting for? Kind of like you, I just want to see a fun World Series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see some snooze fest, 4-game sweep, both all blowouts, nothing exciting. I'd love to see 7 games. Personally, I think it's going to end in 6, though. I do think that the Astros are going to clinch it on home field in Game 6. I just don't think the Phillies have enough pitching depth to stick up with the Astros. The Astros, once their starters even go out, their bullpen is bulletproof behind them. And the Phillies, on the other hand, once their starters go out, we have no idea what you're going to see.
Yeah, I agree with you. When it comes down to it, definitely Houston has the better pitching staff overall. I don't like the Phillies bullpen at all. I know they have 1 or 2 guys there that have been very good in the playoffs, but overall depth, I definitely like the Astros more. And I kind of agree with you. And honestly, I don't know if it goes 6 games. I do believe the Astros will win this series. They could win it in Philly, but I think tonight will depend a lot. The Phillies were hot, the bats were hot, and almost a week off. How does that hurt? How does that hurt those hot bats?
Yeah, both teams have been off since Sunday. When the Astros had their time off, their first game out, they gave up 6 earned runs in the first 3 innings to Seattle, but then they ended up coming back to win that game because they only gave up, I think, like 1 run the rest of the game then. The Phillies, their first game, they went hitless almost, or they were scoreless until, I think, the 9th inning. And then they scored 6 runs off of all errors and walks and everything else. So honestly, I think it's going to come down to is tonight's, like you said, is a key game 1. Whoever wins tonight's game is pretty much going to have the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
If the Phillies end up winning tonight, they have the biggest advantage just because they're going to Philly for 3 games. You're almost guaranteeing that you already split the opening series in Houston. So regardless, you have accomplished more than what you expected. And going into game 2 then tomorrow night, if you win 2 games, you could go into Philly 2-0. And honestly, I don't know if Philly can handle 2-0 series because they might burn the whole damn town down.
Oh, so
They
that would be crazy if they can somehow win the 2 games.
My brother is going to game 3 on Monday night. He got tickets. They were $800 a ticket, and he's in the 400 sections in Philly.
Wow.
That was the cheapest tickets.
How much were tickets?
He paid $800 a ticket, and they're in the 400 sections. Yeah, it's the average ticket price just to get in, they said, is around $1,500 if you want anything in the 1 through 300 section. But they're making their money. But I also did see another thing too. The town of Philadelphia, on starting Monday night, they went up and down each street starting at the stadium. I think they said they went 15 blocks each way. They brought in over 50 barrels of grease from a company, and they literally greased every light pole, telephone pole that they could think of. They told bars to put bars up on the windows if they could, to prepare themselves for games 3, 4, and 5 when the fans are there, and to not do glass bottles anymore, do plastic cups because of damages. And they said if you have a parking deck and if you can park as far away as you can, to do that, because they said they are not sure what this town is going to do, even though the cops are going to be out. You're not going to maintain 50,000 people coming out of a stadium. And then the Flyers, they said they might even host the Flyers. They said could host another 30 to 40,000 inside there. And then they had the Xfinity Live area in the middle of all the stadiums that could host another 30, 40,000. So they could have 100,000 people on the premises.
Wow.
To burn the town down.
We are getting close here. First pitch is supposed to be at 8:03, so we're just a couple seconds away. We do have Verlander versus Nola. Any advantage in tonight's pitching matchup, one way or the other?
I think Nola does. Verlander, when he's in World Series games, this is his 7th World Series games. He's 0-6. He's never won a game. He's given up 9 home runs, and his ERA is well over 6 in World Series games. Obviously, for the Phillies, I think Schwarber and I think like 2 other players are the only players that have ever played in the World Series on the Phillies. So the biggest question is going to be, can they handle the big stage?
Right.
The Astros have been there. They've proven themselves in and out over and over, obviously. This is their 4th World Series in 6 years, I think they said, or something.
Yeah, yep.
So they've proven that they can make it there, and that they've won 1 and lost 2. So honestly, I think that's going to come down to it is obviously game 1 is tonight, but who handles the pressure?
Mm-hmm. So I'm just looking at some of the stats. Nobody really has the most at-bats against either of the 2 pitchers is Gene Segura. He's got 14 career at-bats versus Verlander with a 286 batting average. So, but yeah, so a lot of unknowns in this series just because they don't face each other too much.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I don't think, like I said, I don't think any team really has the fair advantage. When it comes down to it, I think, like I said, whoever comes out and can put runs up on the board first. If the Astros come out in the bottom of the first inning and they put up three on the board and get to the bullpen, it could be a long series for the Phillies, because game 3 is Syndergaard, or Suarez, who only pitches really 5 or 6 innings, and game 4 is Noah Syndergaard, who could end up turning into a bullpen game. And then they said game 5 is going to be Nola again. But if it comes down to it and you need all hands on deck in games 3 and game 4, you're in the World Series, you got to bring who you got to bring in.
Yeah. I'm just looking so far here. Oh, go ahead.
Honestly, it's going to come down to it is like the Padres, or pretty much both teams in their championship series, who puts up that crooked number. Whoever puts up that 3 or the 4 run inning is most likely going to end up winning the series or winning the game, and then could win the series because you got to put up that weird numbers in those weird innings, like 3 runs, 4 runs.
So we got Schwarber leading off so far in the playoffs this year. Schwarber's batting 200, 7 for 35, but out of those 7 hits, 3 of them are home runs with 6 RBIs, and he has struck out 11 times so far. So definitely strikes out a lot, but he's going to hit you that home run.
Yeah, it's basically going to be home run or bust for him almost.
I have an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, the foul ball he just hit, 1 foul. If it goes fair, that thing is in the triple deck. It was beyond long gone. If it went fair,
they hit some massive home runs in this playoff so far. Not just in key moments, but just complete bombs. That ball he hit in San Diego that went 488, longest home run hit in that ballpark, right?
Yep. Yeah, honestly, Verlander's gonna have to do is he's gonna have to pitch up, and you're gonna have to pitch away, because if you go down and in against any of these players, you might not see that baseball again. It's gonna be a souvenir.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't really missed off of anybody in any round, in any game.
Why? I don't want this T-Mobile thing up top here. There we go.
I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to who the first guy to get on base and gets me a stolen base. I want some free tacos.
Free tacos. Oh, I should check to see what the thing ended up being. I did not look. Let me look to see, because I did put the poll up on YouTube for the community tab. I don't know if Sean. I don't know if you go to the community tab. Did you see the poll I have up there now?
I saw you asked who was going to win who was going to win.
No, I put one up today is asking if pineapple, if it's acceptable to put pineapple on pizza.
Oh, geez. It is not acceptable. Verlander just made Schwarber buckle.
Yeah, yep.
With that pitch. That was his knees buckling right there.
Let's look here. Community tab. Right now, the pizza one's got 33 votes on it. Any guess at what this percentage is?
Probably like 70%.
No, it's 52% to 48% saying yes, it is acceptable to put pineapple on pizza.
Wow, I'm actually shocked by that.
We had 138 votes in the poll for who wins the World Series, with 47% going to the Phillies. So let's see here. Who's Hoskins is up. Hoskins so far this year in the playoffs, 8 for 44, batting 182, but 5 home runs. Another guy, 14 strikeouts. So, but getting hits in key spots. That's the thing.
I wonder if the dome's open. If the dome's open, I mean, the Yankees would have won that game if the dome was closed. Remember?
Yeah.
Must be a fair advantage, they think.
And Hoskins, I just saw Hoskins fly out, so 2 down here. Verlander's only at 9 pitches, so that's going to be key also. They're going to have to make him work. I know the Phillies like to swing the bat, but as best they can, they're going to have to try to make him get his pitch count up.
Absolutely. They're not going to be able to go out there and swing away at the first 2-3 pitches and just not take 2-3 pitches. If they can take the pitches, you got to do that because, like I said, you get to the bullpen early in game 1. That only helps you in games 2 and because there's no rest day until after tomorrow. So if you can get to the bullpen tonight, that's only going to hurt them tomorrow as well because their guys are going to be tired.
Yep. So I have Real Muto up. Let's look at Real Muto. He's 10 for 41 so far in the playoffs, batting .244 with 2 homers, 3 RBI. He has also struck out 12 times. So the Phillies strike out a lot.
Yeah, too much. And coming from a team, the Astros struck out the Yankees, I think, like a record-breaking time in a series. I mean, the Yankees were striking out on record pace.
Yeah. I am a little delayed here on the MLB site. It says it's 3-2. I'm at 3-0 right now, so I am a little behind.
Yep. A little. No big deal. All I know is they just showed a guy in the Astros stadium dressed as an astronaut.
And I just saw Verlander after that strike there. He I don't know if he's upset with the umpire, but he's ticked off about something.
Yeah, probably. He wants more strikes called.
I mean, what a resurgent year for Verlander, huh?
Yeah, especially coming off. I think he tore his he had Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, I think so. I have the 3-2 count now, and he flies out to right field in the top of the first inning. So that'll bring up the Astros, who have Altuve, Pena, and Alvarez. So Nola's going to have to get off to a good start here.
Yeah, like I said, you can't. They're not going to be able to come out there. If the Astros come out and they put up a number right away, the Phillies are going to have to respond right away because you can't go out there and strike out and fly out on quick pitches.
Yeah. And with Altuve leading off the inning, Altuve's only 3 for 32 here in the postseason. That's a .094 average with 11 strikeouts. So he's definitely struggling.
Yeah, Altuve, I think it took him like 8 games to finally get a hit.
Let's see here. Let's see what else has happened. Let's look at the Phillies pitching. The Phillies pitching so far in the playoffs. Nola has got 17.1 innings. He's given up 16 hits, 6 earned runs. That is an ERA of 3.12, so that's lower than his season average, earned run average. He's 2-1 with 18 strikeouts in those 17 innings. So.
Problem is with the Astros, like you have them out of 2 outs and they can still put up 4 runs on them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What is the crazy part because that just shows you how deep their lineup goes.
Yeah, absolutely. So it says we do have 3 people watching. Thank you for being here. This is Pure Adrenaline Sports. Sean and I started this company last year, actually, September of last year, where we were doing fantasy football stuff, which we still do. But we live stream our football content over on Twitch. I wanted to start doing. I do post highlights, football and baseball highlights here on the channel. But we wanted to. We're gonna turn this YouTube channel into our baseball channel. So, but both live streams, any of the live streams will be either sport. So, thank you all for being here.
Appreciate it.
Just say hello in the chat if you want. Talk it up. Tuve, Pena, Alvarez, Bregman, Kyle Tucker, Gurriel, Mancini, McCormick, and Maldonado. Mancini's a guy I'm hoping my Mets go after in the offseason.
Yeah, he's going to be, depending on how he does in a World Series here, he could really get a big contract possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Altuve started 0 for 25 in the postseason.
Wow.
Talk about going forever without a hit.
Yeah.
You figure over 25, that's, say, on average, 4 at-bats a game.
That's a little over 6 games.
Yeah, 6 to 7 games.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Nola. So Nola's in-season ERA was only 3.25. I didn't think it was that low. I thought he was closer to 4. So he had a really good season as well.
Yeah, he didn't have a bad season. He kind of got overlooked by Zach Wheeler a lot. So that's why. But I'm actually shocked they went with Nola for game 1 and not Wheeler, just because Wheeler has been more on of late with the postseason and even towards the end of the regular season. He had to get a tennis racket out there to swing that.
I just sent you something in the private chat there, Sean.
I saw. Yeah, he needed a tennis racket over near the batter's box. Like, I don't get it. I don't even know what you're seeing. I mean, I get it, 90 some mile an hour coming at you, but I don't know what the hell you're looking at.
Yeah, definitely guessed wrong on that. So.
It seems like the Phillies are getting more of those on the edge calls so far.
Mm-hmm. Let's look here. Let's go back over and look at the lineup. Who Pena's up? Pena's 10 for 33 here in the playoffs. 3 home runs, 8 strikeouts, batting .303 with an OPS of .990. So he's having a great playoff so far.
Yeah, and he was the LCS MVP for the Astros.
Nice. So we'll see if he can get anything going here. It's been a quiet first inning so far.
They just said the Astros haven't lost since October 3rd, and that was to the Phillies.
That was to the Phillies, correct.
So they almost have gone. They could almost go a full calendar month without a loss.
Wow.
Depending how deep in the series they go.
Oh, it said he was the 5th rookie to win the ALCS MVP.
Mm-hmm. Another strikeout. Again, another pitch that was right on the edge there. But as a batter, I mean, you're in a World Series. You can't be taking pitches like that, I don't think. You got to be out there willing to swing. Be a questionable strike, but I'd rather swing at a questionable strike than to stand there and you get rung up and you're striking out.
Yeah, and like I said when we first came on the air, Sean, I said, what kind of factor would the almost a week layoff affect the batter? I think it has more of an effect on batters than it does pitchers, because pitchers are used to getting some rest. Maybe for some of the guys, maybe not that long, but batters, not used to getting that much time off in between at bats.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it could put a big effect on them, honestly. It's hard to say, but so far both teams have been flat coming out.
So Alvarez is up. He's 7 for 29 in the playoffs so far, 2 home runs, 8 RBI, 8 strikeouts as well. That's a 241 average. Regular season 306, 37 home runs, and 97 RBI. So definitely slumping here in the playoffs.
Yeah, he started out the playoffs hot in the Seattle series, and then against the Yankees, he kind of was just irrelevant.
Let's see here. And he walked. So they get the first base runner. What's it now? The Taco Bell thing it's a Taco Bell thing, right?
Yeah, whoever steals the base and doesn't get called out.
It could be in any game. It doesn't have to be a certain game or a certain inning.
Nope, any game. Last year it was the first at bat in the first inning.
So, any chance Alvarez goes? I don't have see if he's got any stolen bases.
I don't think he has any wheels. his wheels are an 18-wheeler. Takes a little time to get up and going.
Gotcha. So Bregman, that's going to bring Bregman up 10 for 30 so far in the playoffs, 333, 2 home runs as well, 7 RBI. But he's only struck out twice in those 30 at bats. So I don't know how he did in the regular season, but so far pretty good with his strikeout ratio.
They're actually showing Nola and Bregman used to be college teammates.
So we'll see. Like you said, the Astros are a team that could get the first 2 outs of an inning and then all of a sudden string some hits together. So we got the walk to Alvarez. So what do you think? What do you think starts happening here now? Do we end the inning or
it could go either way, honestly. Like I said, I mean, they could put a bunch of runs together depending on how the bats go. Obviously, it's not going to happen because Bregman just flew out.
Oh.
but I mean, it could happen any inning. I mean, the Phillies leading off with Harper now, it could definitely affect anything.
Mm-hmm. Man, Harper's been hot in the playoffs. So there it says Bregman pops out to third base. So that'll end. The inning did end, but yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that, Sean. I saw that. So yeah, quiet start to game 1, like we thought. We thought having those 5 days off or whatever it was could be an issue for the bats to get going. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll have to get to like the 4th inning before these guys start. One time through the lineup.
Yeah, it's what honestly it could take. I mean, it might take 2-3 innings of seeing Verlander 2 or 3 times through the lineup even. I mean, it might just take a guy on base and a stolen base or a wild pitch, honestly, and get him over to second base with like 1 or no outs. And that could change a whole inning.
Right. So, like you said, Harper's leading off, coming up to the top of the second. He's 18 for 43 in the playoffs so far, with 5 home runs, 6 doubles, 11 RBI. But definitely had the big hit against the Padres there in the game clincher with that 2-run home run in the 8th inning. Man,
yeah,
419 average so far in the playoffs.
Yeah, he only has 1 game so far in the postseason without a hit, and that was the first game out. Since then, he's gotten at least one hit in every game. Almost every game, multiple games, he's had 2 hits.
I did invite Overlord, but he did not respond. So let me check Twitter real quick. Nope. Nothing. All right. So let's go, Sean. What do you think? Top of the second inning? Who do we got for the Phillies coming up? Harper, Castellanos, and Bohm. Boom. What do
I
you
think
think?
honestly,
We getting any runs just the top of the second?
I think it's going to come down to it is the first guy up every inning is a key player. Just because if you can get on base with a single, a walk, a hit by pitch, even a double, I mean, just getting on base, it helps everything because you're then putting your next guy up and pretty much in charge of your destiny. So what he's going to do is be able to determine if going forward how the inning could turn out. So with him being on base, it could help a lot of things because 1, wild pitches, 2, another hit, and you're over to third base or even scoring. So I think it's going to be key is Harper has to get on base for Castellanos because Castellanos has been swinging heavy in the first pitches, and he's been getting out a lot with those first pitches.
I just saw the commercial for Steal a Base, Steal a Taco. It's just you have to do it through the app only.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll download the app for 1 free taco.
So Harper coming up, leading off the second inning. I am behind. I don't. Are you? I have the MLB site up on the screen. Are you even with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's ahead of me. Sometimes it's not.
Got you. So it says there's 6 people here. Thank you everybody for stopping by. My name's John.
Thank you.
Along with me is my buddy Sean. We love talking sports. We started out talking football, especially fantasy football. We do that Thursdays and Sundays over on another platform, but we're adding baseball content to this channel here on YouTube. Here in the month of October, Sean, we have gone up. I have to look at the exact number, like 260 viewers just in October, or 260 followers just in October.
That's insane.
So
Harper
strikes out.
Harper swung at literally everything and anything, like tennis racket. He needed a ping pong table out there and paddle. I mean, I'm shocked he didn't need the golf club. I'm shocked Verlander didn't put one in the dirt for him.
So with 1 out here in the top of the second, Verlander's at 18 pitches. So again, the Phillies are going to have to start getting. And actually, that's going to change right now because Castellanos only faced 2 pitches, so he's only at 20.
Yeah, 20 pitches through 5 batters so far.
Yeah. That hurts the Phillies. If he can, the further Verlander can go in this game,
the worse it is.
The worse it is for the Phillies, right?
Yeah, I agree completely.
But the problem is the Phillies do like to swing the bat, so.
Yeah, they're never out of it. That's the thing.
So Bohm's coming up. Let's look at Bohm's stats. 7 for 37 so far in the playoffs. No home runs, 5 RBIs, 9 strikeouts. It's a 189 average. So he's been struggling here in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, again, he just goes up right away, hacking away. At this rate, Verlander's going to have under 25 pitches after 2 innings. He might be able to go a full 9 innings at this rate.
At that rate, yeah. So when I look at baseball stats, especially from pitchers, not just innings pitched, I kind of look at how many pitchers they're throwing per inning, and then ball to strike ratio. I want a guy for pitches per inning. I want a guy that's throwing no more than 15 pitches per inning.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, Verlander's at 8 pitches this inning, and they've only had one so far. That was a ball.
Right.
I mean, he's pitching quality pitches, and he's not pitching a lot of bad ones. I mean, the ones that Harper swung at were all bad strikes because he was just swinging away. Yeah, Verlander. Yeah, after 24 pitches after 2 innings, because he just grounded out the Verlander there. Boom, did.
Harold is here. Harold is our resident Detroit Lion fan. Hops on some streams with us as well. He says golf Phillies. I don't know. The problem is, as a Mets fan, I cannot root for the Phillies, but I understand Harold being a Yankees fan. I understand why he can't root for the Astros. So,
I asked. I mean, I would refer if they could tie, but I don't think they can tie.
Right now, there have been 3 votes in the poll. So far, it's 2 to 1 in favor of the Astros. He says, "Oh, stop! You want the golfing cheaters to win?" Well, I can't root for the Phillies. They finished third in our division, and I can't root for them to win the World Series.
I'm just not cheering for anybody. I'm just a fan of baseball this year.
He's waiting for the free tacos. Somebody get on base.
I just want someone on base with some speed and get them wheels rolling. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like the Super Bowl.
No, that would be like me as a Jets fan rooting for the Patriots at any time they're in the Super Bowl. Even though, like when they face the Giants, as much as I hate the Giants, I couldn't root for the Patriots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like the Super Bowl. Are you going to sit here and say you're going to want to root for Tom Brady even though he's won 26 times? Like, I'm not cheering for him. I want the other team to win.
Oh, you're better off being a Jets fan. Yes, yeah. Well, this year, absolutely. Did you see there was a mock-up? People are very talented on Twitter. Sean, you were sharing with me some of the costume things.
Oh yeah, I sent you one today. That was a good one.
But somebody did one for Giselle and said, if you were going to ruin our family, you should have signed with a better team. Like, you should have signed with a better team, someone like the Jets or something like that. Sean, you act like I fell asleep at halftime and the Patriots ended up winning. Do you know what he's talking about, Sean?
Yeah, the 28-3 game for the Falcons and Patriots.
Oh,
he went to bed at halftime.
Well, he said you act like he went to bed at halftime.
Oh, he went to bed. I had to go wake him up. And then he questioned everything in my sanity, like I was lying to him.
Uh-oh. What is this?
What?
I'm just looking at the text you sent me.
Oh, yeah. The Astros strike zone is...
Who is that?
That was from a few weeks ago. The Astros strike zone is so wide for Nola right now, and then Verlander's is like half the size.
Mm-hmm.
The umpires are on board. They want the Phillies to win. Oh, Jesus. Well, Aaron Nola no longer has a scoreless game. That baseball just went into gravity.
Went out of gravity.
Oh, it's in orbit, should I say? Kyle Tucker just said goodbye to that baseball. It went projected 359 feet, and exit velocity was 101 miles an hour. Whoever caught that baseball at 101 mile an hour, I feel bad for your hands.
Wait, what was the distance?
359 feet.
Oh,
which is weird because the way the baseball flew out of there, I don't know how it only went 359.
then Gurriel. What happened with Gurriel? It says in play, no out.
Single to center field. He just hit a blooper right over Segura.
So here we go.
This is what I mean. That if the Astros can put up 2, 3, 4 runs right here, this game could be over right now.
Yep.
If I'm the Phillies, I'm probably getting ready to possibly warm somebody up already. I would not put Noel out there just to get destroyed.
Right.
I would just let him. I would might as well just let him rest because possibility you may have him pitch in Game 4.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it would be on a really short rest of 4 days. But if he only goes 3, 4 innings today, why can't he go 3, 4 innings again on Game 4? Like it would be a bullpen game almost for him.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then if you did that, you can bring him back. If it did go 7, you can bring him back for that.
Exactly. I mean, you got to start. You got to think down the line right now if you're the Phillies, because if you go down in this game 3, 4 nothing in the bottom of the second inning, then that could be just bad news right there.
Yep. And here's Harold, who always predicting injuries, calling it. Altuve gets hurt. Bat hits him in the knee. See, but I'm going to call it. He's going to be on the deck. He's going to be in the on deck circle when he gets hit in the knee with the bat.
The bat goes flying. Whoever's batting ninth, I think Maldonado, the bat just launches.
For Thursday, for our football streams, he's always predicting on Thursday nights on which player's getting hurt. Didn't he say?
He said Lamar last night.
Lamar was going to get hurt last night. Yeah.
He's the only player on that. He's the only players on Baltimore I think get hurt. Everybody else did on the offense.
Right. And they still won.
Yeah.
As long as if it hits him, I'm okay. I got Mancini up with a 1-2 count. I really like Mancini. I liked him when he was in Baltimore.
Yeah, he's 0 for 12 in the postseason so far.
I was hoping the Mets would have traded for him during the year, but he ends up going to Houston.
Yeah, he's hitless in his postseason. So, I mean, nothing better than getting a big hit right now in World Series, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They keep throwing over to Gurriel. Maybe he's got the wheels.
Yeah, maybe.
That's all I want to see. I want the wheels.
Another pickoff attempt. What do we got here? 2-2 count. to Mancini with a runner on first. 1-0 Astros already with the home run by Tucker.
And another strikeout.
And another, like you just said, another strikeout.
They're just rolling in.
Where is YouTube here on my phone? There it is. Being that Altuve is an Astro, I bet he uses Astroglide on his bats. What? See, now I have a question. Sean, why are the Astros the only team that gets criticized for cheating?
Probably because they won the World Series and they did it.
Because in that report, other teams were named as well. Now, it was not to the extent as the Astros, but other teams were in that report as well and penalized as well, but not as much as the Astros.
Yeah, I think it comes down to it. Chas McCormick is from Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just saw that. But
that's not too far from us here.
No, it isn't. I think it just comes down that they won the World Series and the way they did it. They knocked every team out, and then the whole Altuve home run walk off of Chapman. I think that's what it comes down to is Altuve not wanting his jersey ripped off in that game. I just think it comes down to there's a lot of reasons why they were caught and a lot of reasons why everyone that calls them the Houston Astros.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, another Boop single. Gurriel's going to third. I don't get why Bryce Harper, you're the best outfielder you have for the Phillies. Why are you not out there? I get you have a thumb injury, but you have the best arm in your right field. You need to be out there when the World Series matters. You are not just a DH.
Agreed.
You need to get out there. You need to get out there. I mean, it would be different if he had a leg injury and but you had a thumb injury in your hand that you catch the baseball with. Yep, right here could be that crooked number.
Yep. Yeah, we got first and third, still only one out. Maldonado up.
Yep, we got up. They just put up the steel taco here. McCormick must have some wheels I need to see. I'll be at Taco Bell that day.
Well, you got to do it through the app too. So
hey, that's okay. I would go in the newspaper and buy a newspaper for a coupon if I had to.
Sean's buying coupons.
Hey, coupons save you money. Just like a stolen base for a free taco. That's a free taco. That's like $2.50 off right now at Taco Bell.
I don't know about you, but I don't have it. I think the closest Taco Bell to me here is probably about 20 minutes.
Mine's about 10, probably about 15 maybe. But we stop all the time at work for lunch, and when I find out it's free taco day, I'm going.
Now, when is free? When is if it does happen? Is there a certain day you have to go and do it, or it could be any day?
It used to be a certain day, but I mean, I'm not really sure because it hasn't happened yet. I can't start celebrating yet. Right here, though, depending on how this at bat goes, Nola's at 32 pitches already, and he's not even at his second inning. He could have, depending on how this at bat goes, he could have 35 pitches already after this at bat, and then if he gets on base, he could be almost at 50 pitches depending on how it goes.
Yep.
That was a big swing and a miss right there. Nola needed that.
2 out? Or
1 2
just 1 2
count.
1 2.
Out ball.
Keep me updated, Sean. I'm typing over on YouTube. Not looking at the screen at the moment. Um, Still 1-2 count, right, after a foul ball.
Yeah. Another foul ball. Just driving the pitch count up.
Yep.
And the worst part about it is the Astros crowd is now into it.
Yeah.
They're going to be louder than they were. So the Phillies is only going to hurt the Phillies more because, yes, Phillies are used to their loud stadium, but this is a dome. This is a lot louder with a dome.
Mm-hmm.
Another base hit. There's 2-0. And runners on first and third again.
So
and Houston's going wild.
And I bet you half of America turned the game off already.
Probably going to get ready to. You know what the worst part is? He was getting ready to steal the damn base. What the hell?
That's going to be the only opportunity all series long.
He was halfway to second base when he swung at it. Like, oh my. Did you see the question on the screen there, John?
I do see the question. I do not think Judge stays with the Yankees.
I agree. I don't think there's enough money. I don't think there's enough money right now that he wants.
I would not be surprised if Judge stayed in New York.
Honestly, I think San Francisco is going to be the key player for him.
You think San Fran, huh?
I do, just because of the double play that's him out of the inning. I just think that the opportunity to play out there. Oh, geez.
No, I got rid of it, I think.
Yeah. I think it comes down to is that one, he's not worried about the money. He's more worried about just going out there to have a chance to win a World Series.
That's why Harold says he has a feeling he's going to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I just don't think he has a chance to win a World Series in New York.
And I don't know, Harold. What do you think about your Yankees keeping Cashman and Boone? I thought at least Boone had to go.
Honestly, I do think Boone's still going to get fired.
Oh, you think so?
I do think so. It's going to take some time. I think they're still going to go out there and they're going to try to find the right coach before they go out and fire him, because they go fire him and they can't get a coach in there as good. Then you almost have to keep him. But I don't know. One, Chapman's gone. He's gone. Two, I think you almost need a whole reload of the team, because you could go out there and you can win 120 games, kind of like the Dodgers did this year. It means nothing if you can't win a 3-game series or a 5-game series.
Mm-hmm.
The pressure, it don't matter what you do all year long, but it only matters in the playoffs. And kind of like Aaron Judge, he started 0 for 7 with 7 strikeouts, and I think it was like 1 for 12 with 10 strikeouts. He started the postseason.
Mm-hmm. Harold also says, I can only hope Judge stays, but I saw he unfollowed Yankees on Twitter. Not sure if that means anything.
I think that's just basically saying that he's not going to be reading what they have to say about him, maybe posting anything, if they post anything about him, pretty much anything like that they even put on there. Honestly, I think it just comes down to it is that he doesn't care if it's a 1-year deal. honestly, I think it's going to come down to it is it's going to be like a Carlos Correa deal in Minnesota. It's going to be a multi-year deal, but he has to opt out after every season. So Correa already said he's opting out after year one. He basically just said to Minnesota, like, I screwed you. You spent all this money on me, and I'm gone now.
Yeah. Let's look here. I'm not back live yet. Has the top of the third inning started?
Yes. Harold says he's the face of the Yankees after Jeter. We need a guy like that in New York. Honestly, I'd hate to sit here and say it. The Yankees have to almost do a complete rebuild. You went and got Garrett Cole, and he hasn't made the pitching any better. He hasn't improved anything. You went out there and you traded for Stanton, and you gave him that. You had this massive deal come with him, and he's useless.
Right.
You traded for Joey Gallo, and then traded Joey Gallo away for a bag of chips. He was useless. You traded for Rizzo, and Rizzo hasn't helped the team. So honestly, if I'm Aaron Judge, you're not helping me win these games. Like you just said, I'm the face of the franchise right now, and you're not helping me win.
Yeah.
So why should I want to stay? You're not building around me.
Harold says that they need to get rid of Stanton as well. With that contract, though, so that's going to be
He
tough.
ain't going anywhere.
I mean, it was let alone a bad team gave him a bad contract. Then they trade that contract to the Yankees for a bag of peanuts, and now they're regretting it.
Yep, and now they're stuck with it. And another strikeout.
He says
that would be the highest paid bat boy in the history of bat boys.
Let's get rid of this. There we go.
That would be a high paid bat boy. I just need somebody on base for the Phillies. Come on. I just need a base runner. Come on. Somebody with some speed. Need my tacos.
Bryson Stott. Who is that? That name was not familiar to me. Oh, he was 6 for 30 in the playoffs so far. 200.
Yeah, he's their second baseman, I think, or third baseman. Third baseman. He's their third baseman.
So right now, Verlander, I have. Let me see. Where's Verlander at? 32 pitches so far. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you want the opposing pitcher to average a little bit more than 15 pitches per inning. And right now, he's not going to be any – that would put him at 45 after the third inning. It's not going to be anywhere close to that.
Nope, and he's at 33 pitches after 8 batters.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have under 40 pitches after 3 innings.
Let's see here. I wonder if I can find out how many pitches he threw this year. I wonder if somebody keeps track of that. Two pitches.
I sent you a message in.
In the chat or?
Yeah. Ran out of room near enough. He could have been out of that with one pitch to him.
Yeah, agreed. Yep.
Yeah, the Phillies are just coming up here hacking at everything.
Yep. But that's who they are.
Verlander's gonna could have under 30, probably about 36, 37 pitches after 3 innings. I mean, even if he's at 36, that's 12 pitches in a bat or inning. And his first inning alone, he had what, I think 17 or 18.
How come I can't? I'm surprised they don't keep track of that stat.
Well, at this rate, Verlander's going to go 9.
Well, that's what I was looking to see. What right now it's only listed for the playoffs, so I don't want that either. More items. Oh, and it goes to the site. I don't want that.
There you go. Look at that on the screen there.
We still got 5 years with Stanton. He opted into 7 years in 2020.
Just throwing it out there. We have another strikeout.
Man. Going well right now, Verlander. Do I say it?
He's got perfecto through 3.
Through 3?
He got perfecto through 3 with like 5 strikeouts.
Yep. 4 strikeouts so far.
4? Yeah,
yep.
That's insane.
I'm surprised nobody keeps track of that. Oh, pitches thrown. Here it is. I got it. Pitches thrown in 2022. Do you know who threw the most pitches?
I do not.
Garrett Cole threw the most pitches. The person in second was 224 pitches behind him.
That's insane.
And second was Yu Darvish with 3,357.
Which I'm not shocked with. He does go pretty far into the game.
I like that. I'm gonna have to keep track of this. It only gives the top 100. You probably got to log in. I would like to see more pictures. I'd like to see. He says, "I hope Verlander tears his shoulder."
Yeah, you ain't gonna have to worry about tearing his shoulder because you don't pitch enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, it only takes 1 pitch.
Oh yeah.
Right now, the poll in the chat's got 4 votes on it. 2-2. 2-2. 2 for the Astros, 2 for the Phillies. So who's coming up for the Astros? Pena, Alvarez, and Bregman.
Yeah, heart of the lineup.
Yep. So we'll see. They got 2 in the bottom of the second. We'll see what they do. No, the Yankees are not on his list of teams to be traded to.
Not only that, he might go back to Japan. He's already said that he might go back to Japan.
But somebody like Ohtani does need to be in a bigger market, and Trout as well.
Absolutely.
Now, maybe they like it out there. Maybe those guys don't want to be in a bigger market. But, man, could you imagine if Trout was in either, just say, even if not only New York, but say Philadelphia, since that's his hometown team, or even Atlanta, or somebody here on the East Coast.
Yeah, I mean,
or Chicago, the Cubs or White Sox.
Yeah, it could be a game changer if he was on a different team, different market with a bigger fan base. I mean, yeah, the Astros have a fan base, but the Angels don't have a fan base nearly like other teams like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Phillies, the Braves, the Mets. There's no fan base like you. I don't even know if I've ever seen an Angels fan walking around.
Right.
So I don't think they're as irrelevant enough as what they need to be. And if I'm like Trout, if I'm not going to keep making the playoffs. You got to get me on a team that's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wasting my career, wasting my time, and yeah, I'm putting up stats, but stats aren't winning you any World Series.
Right, but maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't care about World Series.
Yeah, but I think every player cares about a World Series. Stats don't do anything if you don't do anything about it. And another base hit, I believe. Yep, this can be a double. Damn, no stolen base.
No stolen base.
That's it. You know what? Steal third. Just go.
Yeah, he could steal third.
Just take off. Don't even look back. Noah's going to be around 60 pitches, I bet, after this inning.
Yeah, because now he's 42.
He's at 42 already. Like, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. Brings up Alvarez with a runner on second. No outs.
Wow. And he accidentally foul tipped it on a check swing and got on base with it. First and third. They're checking to see if he's safe. But it was like a half swing. Yeah, that's about it. And he hesitated getting out of the box. Ooh, I don't know. It's hard to say if he's safe or out.
What was it? He was called safe on the field?
He was called safe. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be out.
Every player wants to play on the field of dreams in the World Series.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
The Phillies are challenging it. They should win the challenge. It shouldn't take long.
Ooh, I just saw it. I'll have to watch the replay like you did. You saw the replay and said he was out. So
yeah. If they call him safe, then the check must have bounced or not bounced yet.
Not bounced yet.
Honestly, I don't even think Alvarez touched the first base.
Oh, he's out. Yep.
I think he stepped right over it.
Yeah, actually, when his foot. Let's see. This will be a good angle.
Yep, they called him out.
He was definitely out anyway, but you might be right. His foot landed before the bag, and I think he stepped over it.
But it still don't matter. They got the guy over to third base. They got Pena over to third there. Yep. So,
but he's not going to steal home now. So you still got to wait on your taco.
I've seen people steal home.
Not in the World Series.
Wild pitch. That's it. That's all it takes.
I mean, for the love of the game, of course. Actually, for love of the game, my all-time favorite baseball movie. It's going to be Bull Durham if the Astros. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Moneyball might have surpassed For Love of the Game.
Moneyball is my favorite movie. I was watching it the other day.
Yes, I am getting the puns. Thank you.
I watched Moneyball the other morning. I woke up. It was like 8 a.m. and I was like, you know what? I need to watch a movie. And Moneyball was.
It's funny in Moneyball when they call Scott Hatterberg. He's like, Scott, this is Billy Bean from the Oakland A's.
Are you
He's
home?
Like, can we come in?
What do you mean? Can you come in? We're at your front door.
He's like,
You
what?
are?
What?
My other favorite part is, I think, is when he tells him that he wants him in the lineup. He doesn't put him in the lineup, and he goes, he trades everybody away. They're rookies and everything. He's trading away rookies that are stars, and it's like, I want him in my lineup. Well, you have a rookie in your lineup, but I don't want him in my lineup.
He's like, you can't play so and so. Well, I control the lineup. Well, that's
He's not on
true,
the team.
but he's not on the team anymore.
And he's like, you have lost your. And he's like, have you lost your mind? And he's like, have you lost your mind? He's like, absolutely, I have.
Never seen it. Oh, you got to see it. The scene where Billy Bean goes back to the Indians and gets Jonah Hill. That's the best.
Yeah.
He's like, pack your bags. I just traded for you.
When he calls him in like the middle of the night, it was like 3. He's like, it's 3 a.m. What do you want? Pack your bags. You're heading to Oakland. He's like, what do you mean I'm heading to Oakland? I just traded for you. Traded 2 bags of peanuts and a thing of Apple Jacks.
He said, are the Phillies having trouble with the curve? That's actually, I haven't seen that one. That's one I haven't seen.
What?
Trouble with the curve.
I don't think I have either. Oh, man. Kyle Tucker's up. The last time the ball went in a damn orbit.
Yep.
Right now, if it wasn't for the overturned call and he actually touched first base, it would be bases loaded right now with him up.
Right now, Nola's at 48 pitches.
I'm telling you, depending on how this goes right here, he could be at 60.
Mm-hmm. And you said that at the beginning of the inning.
Like, it's just, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of iffy calls and right on the strike zone, but don't make it an iffy call. Throw it that it's more noticeable. Whereas Remuto's job is, your job is to frame that pitch and get those calls. Foul ball hit the bottom of his bat. Kyle Tucker out here batting with damn no batting gloves. Not many baseball players don't have batting gloves. Don't wear batting gloves anymore.
Harold is at the rookie status with these puns.
He has to advance up the next level. Ooh, that was a bad strike.
Who's going to be the rookie of the year?
2016. For the National League, it's going to be the Braves.
Oh, the pitcher.
Yeah, Spencer Strider.
Yeah.
For the American League, it should be Rodriguez.
But I think he was just keeping the puns going there.
We might as well start playing Wild Thing now.
Yeah, Major League. They made too many of them.
Yeah, the first one's always the best one.
And especially the second one without Wesley Snipes. It wasn't the same.
Nope, it was never the same. Aaron Nola has zero control of his curveballs. He's throwing those things in his knuckle curve. He's throwing those things in the dirt a foot in front of the plate.
Who is the next best call up to the Major League? I don't know. I used to know so much about minor league baseball. I don't know.
Honestly, I think every Atlanta Braves player that they called up this year was a hit. I mean, Strader was rookie of the year. He came out of the bullpen. Michael Harris got called up as a rookie. Vaughn, he just broke that bat in half. Jeez, there's nothing left of that. That thing was grenaded. He hit the ball so hard it split the bat right in half where it hit. But no, think the Braves just they called everybody up at the right times, and all of the players they called up all were a quality piece to their playoff run and coming back from 10.5 games back from your New York Mets.
Mm-hmm.
So I think honestly, I think there's not one player that was a key call up. I think it was a whole team effort.
Mm-hmm. And if you look over that span, even though, like you said, they came back from 10.5 back, they were definitely the best team in the NL over that span. But like the Mets had like the fourth best record in the National League in that span, and the Braves still passed them.
Yeah, and the Braves did it without Ozzy Albies the whole time almost. And they did it with Acuna on the injured list a couple of times throughout that as well.
Oh, man.
So
I just saw that. Well,
where
first
he
off,
broke the bat.
No gloves, and he broke that bat. That had to stay.
Yeah. He just stood there and took it like, God damn it, I need a new bat. He's at 55 pitches.
Man. It's still only one out. You called it. You said he'd be around 6.
Oh, Jesus. Goodbye.
Tucker again?
Tucker again. Into the bullpen. It's 5-0. You're pitching like that right down the middle. Come on. Yep, there goes the train. The train's rolling around the stadium. Honestly, it might be a sweep.
Harold says, okay, guys, I'm going to hop off. Have a good rest of the stream. See you on Sunday. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
Yep, we'll definitely be streaming on Sunday as well. Sean, I might stream a little bit of the Denver-Jacksonville game as well.
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure. I got some house things to do. So,
how is the new house?
Still coming together. Got a lot of stuff to get done. Not enough time in my day. Yeah. I could take a week off of vacation to get everything done, for sure. But coming along. Can only do so much in so many days.
That's unbelievable, man. Kyle Tucker, early favorite for MVP status.
Early favorite. I think he is the favorite. Aaron Nola, 18 pitches in the first, 19 pitches in the second, and he's at 20 already.
Wow.
You got to get him out of there.
I mean, but do they? I mean, their bullpen stinks. I mean, are they going to attack their bullpen in game one? I mean, you might have to let Nola bite the bullet here and be like, listen, bud, you're the guy.
Yeah, and Verlander's over there pitching a perfecto after 3 innings, and he's been sitting on the bench for a half hour.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. The pitch that Gurriel just fouled off, if Gurriel sees that pitch a little bit better, that's gone. You can't be throwing a knuckle curve in the top of the zone. Like, he has no command.
Craziness. 5-0 here in the first.
Yeah, in three innings.
Man, I thought maybe it wouldn't be till about the 4th inning before teams started getting going. But man, Tucker.
And Kyle Tucker is the first Astro with a multi-home run game in postseason history.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's shocking to me. That's.
The payoff. High drive right center field. Castellanos back at the wall. Kyle Tucker.
I just saw the replay of the home run.
Yeah, he torched that one.
So we'll see. We'll see. Like you said, Verlander's been sitting, so we'll see if this has any impact on him coming back out. He does have the. He has not allowed a walk or hit through 3.
Yes. Noah finally gets out of the inning after 64 pitches.
Wow.
$64 pitches it took.
Why are we getting this nonsense in the chat? We can't.
Wow.
Oh, Streamlabs. Okay, good. Streamlabs got it for me. I'm just gonna get rid of this person, whoever it is. I can just block. They are blocked. They can't chat on this channel ever again. I'm not sure what that was about. Holy cow! Why do we get such nonsense? We're a small streamer.
Yeah, no one wants to see that nonsense. Justin Verlander has now started a World Series game in 3 different decades.
Wait, what? How was that?
He pitched in 06 with the
06,
Detroit
yep.
Tigers.
Yep.
2012 with the Detroit Tigers, and 2022.
Wow.
Mattress Mac could win $75 million if the Astros win the World Series again.
How much?
He could win $75 million.
Wow. Just as long as they win. It doesn't have to be in a certain amount of games.
Yeah. As long as they win.
That's crazy. Let's look here. Upload that. All right, Sean, what are we thinking here, man? Back to the top of the order for the Phillies. They got to get something going.
You got to get on base.
Yep. I mean, they're I don't want to say they're out of it because they are the Phillies and they can score a bunch of runs, but they depend on the long ball, so they do need base runners is the problem.
Problem is you can't stop Kyle Tucker, and you're really going to walk him the rest of the game?
Yeah, maybe you have to.
It might be a possibility, honestly.
So we'll see. He sat. What was that? At least a half hour, right?
Probably pretty close. And already 3 pitches in. He's already got 2 strikes.
Yep. So if we keep up my ratio where pitcher should be, Verlander should, if the Phillies are doing their job, Verlander should be about 60 pitches at the end of this inning. Right now he's at 39 pitches. So
Yeah.
he could throw another well, now it's 40 pitches. He could throw another 20 pitches and still be right where he needs to be after 4 innings.
And he's doing it without even breaking a sweat
Right.
at 39 years old. I wish I was 39 years old. I was able to go out there and be playing in a World Series.
Well, first off, you're not even close to that yet.
I know. Can't help it. Kyle Tucker to hit 2 home runs tonight on FanDuel was plus 4,700.
Holy crap! Wonder if anybody did it.
$10, $10, and you're already rich. Over. And for the 10th at bat, you are out again. 10 up, 10 down.
You were out again. Thanks for playing.
Next.
Baseball highlights, Houston Astros.
I like seeing this. They interview the coaches in the middle of the game.
Yeah, I do like that. It's a little different.
Why can't you do it all year round?
I don't know.
Phone got a hit.
Oh. So, well, they got the hit. That means the no-no's done. The perfect game is done. They still have that lead, so let me see here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to right now, can you get another base hit right here and get Harper on base? Can you get Harper on base with 2 guys on? That's going to be the real question.
Six votes now in the chat there, Sean. Still, it's 50% on each. Surprised more people don't vote with a 5-0 lead saying Astros. So what do we got here? Okay, 0-1. 0-1 to Real Muto.
Verlander dropped an easy out, comebacker because of the mound, but he dropped it, but he got him out of first. So still, you got a guy on second base with Bryce Harper up. Now, I mean, Harper's got to step up right here. You have to step up, and you have to get a hit and get a run in.
I mean, would you consider walking him with the base open?
Yeah, I mean, but Castellanos could do the same thing behind Harper if the right pitch comes around.
That's true.
And it's the World Series. You can't sit here and walk anybody. Again, Harper swinging at everything above his damn head.
Too amped up for the World Series.
Yep. Verlander's over here like, this is like my 10th time in the World Series. This is nothing. Up, base hit. First and third. Note with 2 outs now.
So, I mean, that base hit doesn't get the run home, but puts us in the situation where I said, now he's on third. It would have been first and second if they would have walked him. But Castellanos coming up with a chance to make it a ball game here.
I'll be a Harper fan if he gets a stolen base.
Right.
Kyle Tucker could have dove for that ball, but there's no reason to lay your body on the line at 5-0.
At 5-0, right.
Harper's on base streak continues though. I believe that's I think that's 12 straight games now with a hit. 12 out of 13 postseason games for the Phillies because they went 4 games in the second round, 5 last round. That's 9, and they only played 1 game. They only had 1 out of 2 hits in the first round, so that's what 11. Yeah, 12 games. So he has 11 out of 12 games.
Wow.
And I think 8 out of those 11 games are 2-hit games. And Castellanos is already swinging at everything.
Look at Harper was disappointed they didn't get the run home, but Tucker made a nice play to keep him at third base.
Yeah, he played it smart. He just said, "All right, you know what? I'm not going to die for it, so I'm just going to keep it in front of me." Because, I mean, if it was me, Hoskins should have been running on contact anyways. I mean, Castellanos right here, the right swing. It's 5-3, and they're right back in it.
Right. But he is down in the count 0-2, so Verlander right now is at 51 pitches, so he's still to the positive 9 pitches.
Yeah.
Of where he should be.
Yeah, and he's way ahead of where Nola is, and Nola hasn't even pitched the bottom of the inning.
Right.
Up, blue pit, run scored.
All right, so the Phillies get on the board.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up Bohm. What is this? Is it Bohm? Is it Bohm? Alec Bohm?
Yeah, Alec Bohm.
So Bohm, I mean, struggling in the playoffs here, but you know. Let me see if he had any career at bats. 2 coming into the game. He had 2 career at bats against Verlander. He was 0-2 with no strikeouts, but 0-2. I mean, not a big sample size, but
hey, nothing matters if you hit a home run here and make it a 1-run game.
Mm-hmm.
And up, base hit, 1 run's at least scoring. They're waving him around third. It's 5-3.
Man, I am behind. On my TV, I just got the single to make it 5-1.
Yeah, it's 5-3.
So nice response here by the Phillies. I almost said Eagles. There it is. I just got it. Oh, because it was down into the corner. So great job by the Phillies this inning. Verlander was perfect through the first three, and actually Schwarber was Schwarber flew out to start the inning, but then the Phillies started, which is this. See, this is not the Phillies. The Phillies are a power team, so them putting together these base hits, this is good for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to what it is you're just getting on base, but I also think it comes down to is Verlander sitting on the side there for at least a half hour there. That was a killer.
Mm-hmm. So I got Stott as a, is that his name? Stott? I got him at a 1-2 count here.
Yep. Problem is that the Astros coming up again. You have to basically come out of it now and hope that you can go back to shutting the lineup down. Isn't it you gotta sit here and think about that. I mean, you just give up 2 runs in 3-run innings. You gotta come out now. Now you put the 3 runs back up on the board, and you made it pretty much a wash in the last at bat for the Astros.
Right.
You basically now got to keep it a 2-run game. Noah can't go back out there and give up 2 more runs.
Right. Agreed. And who will be coming up for? Let me see. Let me see who will be coming up for the Astros here. It looks like it'll be McCormick, Maldonado, and then back up to Altuve. So the bottom of the order, and then back up to Altuve. But Altuve's 1 for 27 in the playoffs so far.
Yeah, not good at all.
Yeah,
but it don't really matter. You get Kyle Tucker up. It's all hands on deck, I guess. If hope and pray you can walk him.
Yeah, right.
What's crazy is it's the 4th inning, and the game's been playing for an hour and a half. I mean, on the East Coast here, this game's not going to end until midnight.
Right. I mean, at least it is a Friday night, but man, I can't believe how long.
Wait till the weekdays when Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night in Philly.
Right.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night in Philly on the East Coast here, you're up till midnight.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the Phillies must either 1 be seeing the better pitching now going through with Verlander, or 2 it's that time off struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's at 25 pitches just in this inning. Almost half his pitches have just been this inning.
And right now they got him. They got him at that 62 pitch mark, which after 4 innings, you want your starter to be no more than 60. And he's at 62 and still pitching. So, yeah, like you said, the Phillies have that sitting on the bench for almost that half hour there or whatever it was that hurt them. And I think, like you said, maybe it took a little bit for the Phillies. I thought the 4th inning. That's what I said. Before teams would start scoring. The Astros with Kyle Tucker have destroyed that, but the Phillies come alive to the 4th, come alive in the 4th here. So
yeah, and Stott actually just got hit by that pitch, but swung at it.
Oh,
so it was a foul ball. And actually hit the inside of his foot.
Mm. Oh, because he fouled it off. He fouled it off the inside of his foot.
Yeah.
He
swung and missed, and
No. If you look at the replay, he fouled it off onto his foot.
And he just got walked, so first and second on again.
So we'll see.
Both teams got to start thinking about bullpen. Yeah, both teams got to start thinking about their bullpens because,
Yep.
I mean, they both might be going deep into their bullpens after in this game already.
Yeah. Yep. Sean, I just saw your comment. Yeah. It looks like we're kind of hitting a fade here with only two people. It keeps bouncing between 1 and 2 people, and nobody's commenting anymore. So after the Phillies end this inning, we'll hop off here. But thanks for jumping on, bud. This has been fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we could definitely do it. I mean, tomorrow I probably won't be able to.
No, tomorrow's a no.
But for sure, I mean, maybe during one of the other games or when it gets to the clinching time, for sure. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. Mound visit, it says. Did they take him out?
nah.
He's at 64 pitches and still pitching here with Segura up. So let's look at the stats here. Segura had the most coming in with 14 career at bats against Verlander, but he was only 2 for 14 in those at bats. So, I'm sorry, 4 for 14, 286 average. So not bad. So he can come up with a base hit here.
Yeah, 1-1 count so far. And he flies out.
So, man, what an ending there. Guys, we are bouncing back and forth between 1 and 2 people watching, nobody chatting it up. So we're going to call it. Actually, let's do this. We're going to call it a night there. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're definitely growing. We're showing last night we reached 400. Let me go over and check to see what it is right now. I know we've been gaining all day long. Let me look here. Let me see what we're at. And right now we're at 415. So, in a day we've gained 15 more. Definitely things trending in the right direction. Once we get to 1,000, we got to try to get our hours up. Shorts, I've been posting all the short highlights. Those don't count towards your watch time. So we got to do more content like this, or at least I have to do more content like this. So I'll definitely be back on Sunday.
I'll see you Sunday.
All right, bud. Thanks again.
Hey, see you guys. Have a good one.